Sirach 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity. And shalom to those few sisters that's taking heed and getting in order these last days. Coming at you with a quick video, Lord, when it's edifying on temptation. You know, we come at the times where Esau Edom is finna come at you he finna pull you in a different way, that if you're not rooted with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you're gonna fall into that trap, right? That's why it says when we come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. You know, you can fall back into the world, but more so, under the direction I'm using inside this video is the temptation of the charagma, right? Revelation 13 and 15 on down. The mark of the beast, right? So, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, right? If you want to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you have to prepare, right? And I'm going to grab the word for prepare. It says to make ready, get ready, think up, work out, construct, arrange, meaning you have to arrange everything to where you will not fall, back into a worldly way or submit to Esau Edom. You got to prepare yourself. Understand you may be tried. Well, you're going to be tried in the spirit to where you may think you may fall, but you got to have that spirit to where, hey, he said, prepare myself. I got to prepare myself. This charagma finna come. I got to prepare myself. I got to be studying. Got to be fasting. I got to be praying. I got to prepare myself for temptation, because we know this great temptation is coming upon the whole world. Right? Matter of fact, so I can grab that right quick. What precept was that? Was it Revelation? I think it's 3 and 10. Right? Revelation 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from that hour of temptation. And what's that? The other charagma. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Here we have it. Esau Edom finna come down with great wrath. He finna cut off the food supply. He's already talking about how these blackouts finna hit, right? Let alone we already know the EMP strike is going to hit, right? And guess what? How Esau Edom gonna have it is, once he do cut the power on, he may have it to where you got to have this device, which we've been speaking about, to be a part of society, to be able to get more food, to be able to go to work. We got to prepare ourselves to be an outcast from society, right? And with being an outcast for society, that takes patience, to endure not being a part of society, which we don't give a fuck about the society, we live in this world, but we don't live, of it, right? But we got to keep the patience, we got to prepare our soul for temptation. We got to be prepared mentally, right? We may be out of food for 3 to 5 days, but keeping fast to what we believe, right? The Lord gonna feed us, right? It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? And what's the other word I want to grab inside Sirach 2 and 1 was better known as Ecclesiastes, was temptation, right? Because we're finna be tried like no other, right? We're finna be tried like no other. Like, demons going to be on a whole different level, to see what are you going to do, right? And me personally, when I think about that, I think about the story of Job, seeing the contract was to see if I can Satan could touch Job, make him really fold on Yahweh, right? So, hey, scriptures say the things written aforetime written for our learning, right? So, we got the word for temptation right quick. Okay. So it says to trap, right? That's one of the names I wanted to grab, right? Trap, right? Bait, right? Because Esau Edom going to use this charagma as a bait to your death. Why we say that? Because in the book of Revelation 14, right, which we will grab. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it just like that. I'm gonna go to Revelation 13 first, and then I go to Revelation 14. This is the book of Revelation 13, and I'm gonna just read through it. I'm gonna just start at 16. It says, and he caught, matter of fact, I started at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And like I said, I brought out in a recent video that you could be physically killed, and you be X'd out of society. So you have that temptation. Esau gonna put you in a position where you got to pick a side. And to be a wise person, you better pick the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? A charagma. In the Greek, that's a charagma. A small, tiny device. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? So those are going to be those enticing words, right? You won't be able to eat. You won't be able to go to work. You won't be able to support your family unless you have this device, unless you renew your slave ownership with me, Esau Edom. That's how he's going to be coming at you, right? He's going to try to tempt you, right? Draw you in, bait you up, to fall for the trap, fall for the okie doke. Right? It says, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right? And I want to bring out, the consequence, right? Because he's going to tempt you, right? He's trying to bait you. But the whole time, if you don't understand the judgment, if you fall for that bait, you're going to fall for it. Because, through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark, right, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, right? Yahushua and the angels, man. Right? So like I said, he's trying to bait us in, right? We're finna be tempted, right? But your best bet is your best bet is to, fight that urge, man. Right? We say we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's time to show it. Right? Don't give over to Esau Edom, man. Because in the end, you're not gonna be satisfied with the judgment that's gonna come forth to you. I just want to go back to the book of Sirach too. And come down some. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly. Right? Constantly. Matter of fact, I just want to grab that again. I ain't got a blue letter for this. I think I spelled it right. Right? Always, all the time, continuously, repeatedly, persistently. Right? Non-stop. Right? So we got to keep going, because it's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more tactics that Esau going to come with, man. Temptation, right? Urges, It says, set thy heart aright, right? We got to be kingdom-minded focused. We got to be tunnel vision, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Yeah, an EMP strike may hit. Yeah, he may cut your lights off. Whatever the case, whatever Esau Edom does to tempt you, right? You cannot move off impulse, man. You got to think, right? You got to think of what to do. Keep the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It says, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And we know that we ultimately increase at our last end and receiving that crown, not falling for Esau Edom, his traps, his snares, You know, we want to be crowned by Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, it says cleave unto him. When you cleave, that means you're joining unto. You know, it says and depart not away. Right? So he gonna come with smooth words. He gonna come with these nice gimmicks. You know, but don't depart from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because we know what's gonna happen inside the end if you depart from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? He's gonna be deaf. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient without our change to a lower state. And we know we coming to a time where we're going to be dropped to a lower state than what we is now, right? Because we're going to lose the things of this world, like our houses, our cars, you know what I'm saying? Hell, our loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Might be your wife, you know what I'm saying? Might be your kids. You know, we may be dropped to a lower state, right? But the Lord said, hey, take it cheerfully, because we inside the same situation as Job, man. You know, with the physical being Satan, Esau, Edom, coming around to touch you. See if you're going to fold. See if you're going to curse Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai out to his face. You know? So it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. You know, smile, right? We at the end, and we've been tried with the charagma, man. Right? So, hey, like I said, my son, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. You know? It says, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? When them lights cut off, got teeth of wild beasts rolling around. You got Esau Edom saying you can't buy, sell, or trade, you know, unless you have this device, right? That's hard adversity, man, right? But the Lord sees as gold, and gold got to go through that process. You know what I'm saying? So when you actually get refurbished and all of that, hey, you got the right to say, yeah, I went through that. That's why I shine like this. You know, that's what happens when you go through temptation. You come out shining. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's happened when you beat temptation, I should say. You know, overcome temptation. You glow different, and that's what we're gonna glow. We're gonna glow different, right? Our story gonna be written forever. These the one that stood still for the name, right? Roughly paraphrasing the book of 2 Esdras 2. Right? It says, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Right? We trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to not give over to the tempter, right? Who's gonna be the tempter? Esau Edom. Right? He's gonna be the one that's trying to tempt you and devour you. Matter of fact, grab that precept right quick. Is it 1 Peter 5 verse 8? It says, be sober, be vigilant. Right? When you sober, when you being vigilant, you're aware about what's going on. You're being circumspect, right? So when that temptation does come upon you, you're not going to give into it. It's not going to make you budge. Why? Because you're already aware. You know, you're aware of the consequences. You know, it says be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, right? Esau Edom, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? That's like how it was with Job. You know, if Job wasn't sober and vigilant, he would have gave in. He understand what's going on. He understand that I may lose all my stuff. That's why he said in his story, I came in with nothing, I leave out with nothing. You know? So, you know, it's just the point. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? If you're not rooted, you're going to give into that temptation. Right? And if you're not being circumspect, you're going to be devoured by what? Taking that charagma, right? And getting your ass killed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the presence of the holy angels. Right? I'm going to finish off the book of Sirach 2 and 7, and I'm going to jump to Isaiah 33 and 6, and I'm going to close out with that. Right? It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Right? So the Lord gonna feed us. You know, he's gonna provide for us in such the time to come. Right? And we fear the Lord, so we're gonna wait. We're not gonna give over to temptation, man. Right? So I'm gonna close out the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. Excuse me. So I can go ahead and knock it on out at the plantation. Right? Isaiah 33 verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Gotta grab that word stability right quick, man. Like, when you stable, man, you ain't going for nothing, you know? You're not going for the shit that Esau Edom's finna come out with, man. Right? Stability, your firmness, right? Strength, you balance, safety, right? You soundness, sturdiness, right? Durability. Excuse me. So it's just the point. You're stable, man. Like I always, you know, talk about that one movie with on the book of Eli. You know what I'm saying? That man was firm as hell. Eli was firm. You know what I'm saying? And he not going for none. You know? So the times to come, we got to understand that. When we serving the Lord, we got to prepare ourselves for temptation. Meaning we can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these folks eating. But these folks taking time bound to die. You know? So Lord willing, that was edifying to the point. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well. Till next time I say Shalom.